Hi, I'm Father James Martin from America Magazine, and I'm here to talk to you about something that we're commenting on currently. And it's the surprise announcement by the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith to open up more bridges to traditional Anglicans. Basically what happened was Cardinal Levada made this announcement last week, which was in response to apparently 20 or 30 bishops from the traditional Anglican communion, which is a body that has separated itself from the Anglican Church. And it's raised all sorts of questions among us here at America Magazine. I'd like to talk about three with you today. The first one is broadly termed catechetical. As you probably know, one of the great successes of the Second Vatican Council has been the rite of Christian initiation for adults, the RCIA program, which has been the way of adults being initiated into the Church, welcomed into the Catholic Church. And one of the questions we have is whether or not the upcoming Apostolic Constitution, that's the document that's going to lay out some of the ground rules for these Anglicans to come into the Catholic Church, is going to provide for bishops and parishes, that's Anglican bishops and Anglican parishes and dioceses, to come over wholesale, or whether there's going to be any sort of catechetical instruction for the faithful. So a big question is, how much are these Anglicans going to know about the Catholic Church before they enter the Catholic Church? The second question concerns unity. One of the interesting parts about what Cardinal Levada said was that the Catholic Church rightly wanted to respect the riches of the Anglican tradition, the liturgical tradition, their songs, their Book of Common Prayer, and maybe even preserve a sort of Anglican rite within the Catholic Church. That's R-I-T-E, the kind of Mass that you would see in a particular church. So it begs the question, if you're in London, for example, which we suspect that England would be the place where most of this would have an effect, will there be three different rites? Will there be the regular rite, the post-Vatican II rite that we're used to in the vernacular, and then the Tridentine rite, broadly called, the Latin Mass, and then an Anglican rite? What will that do to a sense of church unity if people will be, so to speak, shopping around? And then a third question concerns celibacy. Of course, all these things will be spelled out in the Constitution, the Apostolic Constitution. What is the place of celibacy if we have married priests and bishops coming from the Anglican Church who are working in the Catholic Church? What will that say to people about the place of priestly celibacy? And also, what does it mean for formation and seminary programs? If you have a young man, for example, who is thinking about becoming a priest, who wants to be ordained, and he knows that the Anglo-Catholic seminary is still fully Catholic, will he be more likely to move into that seminary? And what will that do for, say, the rest of the seminaries in this country? So all these questions are, I think, really important as we think about this bold move that the Vatican has done just last week. I think many of these will be answered by the Apostolic Constitution, and if you want our thoughts on some of these later developments, keep reading America Magazine and keep tuning into our web commentary. This is Jim Martin for America Magazine, wishing you a good day.